Hello, folks. This is your hillbilly historian coming to you from the hills of East Tennessee and Appalachia to bring you truth, honesty, integrity, and historical evaluation. We believe in truth, justice, and the American way is the only way to really progress. Just look what America's done for this world. It is absolutely amazing. We're the only country in the world that goes out and tries to get rid of nasty people like Adolf Hitler and Mao and Stalin and people like that. We're the only people on earth that do that, except when our Democrats are in our office. They give in to the communists. But tonight I want to talk to you about this event that happened in New York City referred to as 9/11. That was September 11th, year 2000, when our country was attacked and 3,000 Americans died. Now, we were attacked by a country we know is Saudi Arabia. Now, that attack has been covered up. In fact, when Congress did a report on the 9/11 attack, they suppressed 28 pages of that report, and it took the American people a while to finally get those 28 pages about, because those 28 pages was about Saudi Arabia was behind the attack on the United States. And the Bush clan is so embedded in the Middle Eastern oil, Kuwait and Saudi Arabia, that Bush II covered up for the Saudis. In fact, when he grounded all the planes in the United States, he allowed planes to fly out of the United States carrying the Saudis that were here shopping, spending their oil money and stuff here in the big stores in the United States, buying big cars, big jewelry and all this stuff, big clothing, all this real expensive stuff, and they were all put aboard planes and flown out when that attack occurred in New York City. But the majority of those 19 attackers that day, which took over 4 planes, caused the deaths of Americans aboard those planes, all 4 of them, and they killed a lot of people in the buildings, office buildings that they attacked. And those 19 people were assisted by the Saudi embassy in Washington, D.C., and their consulates all over Florida and California helped those people find housing, jobs, or places to live, and help them with their shopping, grocery buying, and everything, and help get them into flight schools, where one FBI agent reported that they did not want to learn how to land planes. They only wanted to know how to fly them. And that letter went to Washington, D.C. and sit there and was ignored. Like bureaucrats do, they sleep all day long in their bureaucratic jobs. They don't do their work. And the field agent, FBI agent, reported that we've got these Arabs over here trying to learn how to fly, but they don't want to learn how to land. Bang! Hey, clue! Wake up! But the 7th floor of the FBI building in Washington, D.C. were sound friggin' asleep, or they were cooperating with Saudis to commit this crime on our soil. You say that's a little conspiratorial. Yes, it is. But I'd rather think that way as to think they were so dumb and stupid that they couldn't do their job. I mean, they all were on the 7th floor there. They're supposed to be the smartest FBI agents in the world there, to take data sent in by field agents, analyze it, and do something with it, and protect the American people. But no, stupidity, conspiratorial complicity, and all that. They're really cooperating with the enemy. But we were attacked by the Saudis, and what did Bush II do? Nothing. He helped them. He helped them. Jesus. He waits 2.5 years, then he attacks Iraq. Boy, was that a mess. A lot of Americans, probably 4,000 Americans, died over that crap, over nothing. Saddam hadn't done a thing to the United States. It was Saudi Arabia. And we still cooperate with these Arab countries that stab us in the back every chance they get. And boy, did Saudi Arabia, I mean, that was a worse attack than Pearl Harbor. And Bush acted like, what if Roosevelt had waited 2 or 3 years after Japan attacked Pearl Harbor and then he invades Argentina? That wouldn't make a bit of sense. Didn't make any sense for what Bush was doing. But, like Goebbels and Hitler's Germany, they lied to the American people like dogs. The dogs they are. They lied to the American people about Saddam having weapons of mass destruction. He was evil man. No, he wasn't the one that was evil. It was them robe-wearing Arabs down there in Saudi Arabia. And we didn't do a thing. Didn't do a thing to hurt them. In fact, in 1991, we protected them from Saddam Hussein invading. But Bush II, he decided to do away with Saddam once and for all to help his friends over in the oil industry and get rid of Saddam Hussein and basically move Iraq back to the Dark Ages where they wouldn't be able to be a threat to anybody over there anymore, especially Bush's friends, Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. So there you go. Honesty, truth, logic, reason. 3,000 Americans. Almost twice as many as what died at Pearl Harbor. And Bush helps them all get out of the country. They cover it up. Then we invade Iraq as if they were the ones that were behind that unbelievable attack against the United States. So something weird going on here with my little computer. Gotta get them Windows pop-ups out of the way. Under DOS, that kind of crap never happened. But now, Bill Gates and his people are in control of your personal computers. So a lot of stuff happens that you have no control over. And weird stuff. But anyway, 9/11, Saudi Arabia attacks the United States, gets no punishment in return. Amazing. Absolutely, totally amazing how our government can lie to its people and for a little bit of money in their own pockets, like the Bush clan, sitting there wealthy from Saudi and Kuwaiti oil, and they do everything they can to help their people who pay them for helping them, and they screw the heck out of the American people. And we pay with our lives and our money and everything for people like Bush to do well, and they lie to us, they defraud us, they do everything they can to destroy us. Those rhinos and Democrats all need to go in D.C. We need to get rid of all of them. And once and for all, stand up for the American people and make America great. You know, to hell with Europe, to hell with the Middle East. We got enough oil and gas here. We don't need them. We don't need to pay them. We can create our own energy here in the United States. We don't need any help from a bunch of towel-wearing, head-wrap morons in the Middle East. Let them all destroy each other over there and bring our boys home and everything. But I'm in agreement with what we're doing to Iran right now, because Iran is a threat. They threaten us. For 47 years, they've been threatening the existence of the United States. You know, they're screaming death to America, death to America. And they've done everything they could to hurt our people in Iraq and other parts of the Middle East. So, hey, let's make them suffer. And then get the hell out of there. But this is your hillbilly historian coming to you with truth, honesty, integrity, and stuff you won't find in your high school and college history books, that Saudi Arabia attacked the United States. You know, they blame it on bin Laden. Well, bin Laden was from Saudi Arabia. His family owned a big construction company there in Saudi Arabia. So don't give me this crap. It was Saudi and Saddam who attacked the United States. It was a country of Saudi Arabia, because their consulates helped those 19 invaders, murderers, who took those 4 planes and made sure everybody on board died, and a lot of people on the ground died. It's amazing what, and then Cheney and Bush and all of them just lied to us like dogs for years, and we had to suffer their lies, the indignity of their lies. It's horrifying what we let our leaders get away with. But anyway, this is your hillbilly historian coming to you from the hills of East Tennessee here on a cold night, April 7th, 2026, year of our Lord, 2026. You guys have a good evening.